Hello, everyone, and welcome to our 365-day stream to see how far we get in a year. I am your host, Azanovox, and welcome back to our part two, finally, of us getting back to actually doing stuff with the King Titan and all of that, getting our stuff ready. So, we're going to be heading up top for a couple things. We're going to be looking for... Oh, I guess my TV finally fixed itself. Man, that's so weird. Sorry, my TV had this issue where it just wasn't, like, it wasn't you can't see, I'm sitting here looking around at the edges trying to show you guys what I'm looking at. But, like, right at the edges of the TV, it was, oh shit, well, it was not, like, registering everything properly, so, like, part of it was cut off on the edges, so I'm glad that it finally fixed itself. I guess unplugging it and all of that actually worked. But anyway, hey, Noel, how are you doing? Welcome. So, we're back to kind of our regular thing. So it'll probably be like, let's see, teacher, about a 3-hour something odd stream today. But we'll be back to our regular stuff here. For the foreseeable future. Hopefully. Don't know if any other crisis or issues are going to come up, so hopefully we'll see. Anyway, today is going to be heading up top to go ahead and get ourselves some hide. Rotating out these gigas, that way... You got food on you? That's fine. Rotating out these gigas so we can go ahead and get some levels on them. Hitting any supply drops that we may find. If they are purple or red, we're going to do them. The other ones we'll kind of try and avoid if we can. So we'll just get those, start them up, and then walk away, because they're just not worth it. With the amount of, like, tiny-ass dinos, they just are completely not worth it, so... Anyway, onward with our stuff. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Is it Poddy Eka? Or is it Podieka? Or how am I supposed to say this? Poddy Eka. Or Eka. I'm just being dumb. I'll just call you Eka or Ika, whichever you feel more comfortable with there. All right, let's get up top and get this going. You can't find flipping. Oh, find crystal wire ends. I was like, flipping. Go check Yu-Gi-Oh! I just brought a wire in. I got a white. Oh, nice. Potty? Okay, sounds good. I can go with potty. Or is it Pody? Like long O or short O? Like ah or like Odie? So, you can't find any crystal wire in. This is about to be a very redundant question, but I assume you're on Crystal Isles. That's all you had to do. You know, if you felt like you weren't finding anything, all you needed to do was be a little bit, like, slightly upset about it, and suddenly it would just pop out of nowhere. That's how that works. Many months of complaining at ARC has given me the thing that I've always wanted right in front of me when I'm complaining a lot about it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and bag up Zesty, pop out the gigas, and then we will start working on grabbing hide and knocking drops if possible. Oh, hey, one of these bananas. Oh, it's the banana with the red. I like it. I think this is Set's progeny. Looking for one group of 3 crystal wire ends. Why that specific group? Listen, Carnotaur, you do not want a piece of this. But I will take both of you.
Man, I got a lot of hide. Yeah, what are you using all the hide for? I mean, I'm getting hide because saddles. So it'd be nice to be able to, like, transfer hide. But yeah, I have such a need for hide. It's ridiculous. It's the only group I could find. Ah, I see. That's unusual. I encountered quite a few crystal wyrens out on Crystal Isles. Spawn rates are pretty dumb. That would explain it. Yeah, I've seen it where there are just droughts of particular dinos. Hey, Faded. How you doing? Welcome back. Nice to see you. But yeah, I found like particular dinos where they just don't exist for a while and then suddenly they all come out in mass. Like, are you looking for oh, this is just the blue. Are you looking for a particular one, or are you just looking for any of them? Alright, we'll get out of the way here. We'll kill everything. You know, that's pretty much been everything I've been doing, is just murdering anything that comes within, like, the Giga's jaws. Gotta go, my laptop's about to die. Alright, we'll catch you later. Thanks for tuning in, even if it was a short time. Nice to see you regardless. But yeah, pretty much I've gotten to the point where I just have to murder anything that looks relatively made of meat. Ooh, Titan Boa Venom. I need that. So, let me grab the hide and the venom. Start with the V. And let me grab this hide. Alright, drop the rest. When you said I'm getting hide, I thought you said I'm getting high. Oh, haha! Nope, can't do that. That is, it's not in my daily routine. Not that I have an issue with it, you know, if you want to go ahead and get yourself all twisted, crunk, toasted, whatever you feel like calling it, I have no problems with it. I really couldn't care less if people are, you know, doing that kind of stuff. It's not bothering me. But nope, that's not my thing. For all of you out there who are getting all toasted, you know, you can take a nice token in my name, but I can't really repay the favor. I mean, the only thing I could really do is, you know, take a shot for you. But that's about it. There's like a 130 and a 90. What kind are they? Tropical, blood wyrens, you know, crystal embers. Tropical? Nice. I do like the tropical wyrens. Like, I don't know too much about, like, tropical wyrens and stuff like that, but I do really like them. It has been very enjoyable to fly one around. The only reason I'm not flying it is because obviously I need the weight capacity that comes with using the RG, so... where are you from? Well, I mean, originally I am Puerto Rican, so I mean that's originally I guess where my family and stuff comes from. But where am I at? You know, I am just outside of BC, and by just outside I mean like, you know, it's just up the road. I can drive into the city like in no time whatsoever. So. Okay, let's see what color you are. How about you? Where are you from? We get a lot of people from all over the world as well. And by just outside of DC, you know, USA, just in case that's what you're asking for, because I know I get viewers from all over the world, so... Is this red? Heck yeah, that's red. I'm ready. Ha ha, ready. Alright. Other side of the world? Alright. Well, welcome here regardless. You know, I've always told people I don't really care where you're from. Sri Lanka! Interesting. Well, welcome. That is certainly a country I never expected to tune into my channel. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm actually pretty aware of the country and everything. So, welcome. So, what brings you to my 365-day challenge here? Were you just looking for art content and this just happened to pop up? I hear that my thing pops up on trending quite often. I never understand why, but there was an alpha blood wire and it was cool in white-red colors. The alpha fan, I was bummed. Oh yeah, I think the alphas have such cool colors, but then like you can't tame them or anything. So I mean, it's pretty cool, but you can't get primal crystal from them. So that is a pretty nice thing. Alright, we'll get this hide here. DE. Why? Oh my goodness. Come on, are you serious? You gonna go ahead and throw a meteor shower right on top of this? Oh my goodness, this is bad. Why does this always happen? Why can I not go like a single hide run without having a meteor shower try and crush my dinosaur? Looking for streams in English? Ah, okay. Yeah, I know that a lot of ARC streamers tend to be in Spanish, or there's a few in German and some other languages as well. I was surprised to see that not so many big, not so many live streams. Oh, geez, that was scary. Not so many live streams are done in English. A lot of live streams are done in other languages. Yeah, I gotta be careful because that could just end me and my dinos right there, so... Man, this is gonna be a rough one. Alright, give me just a second. I will respond to you guys in a moment, but I also have to keep in mind the sky and everything else. So glad that they added the taming dino tracker. Oh yeah, invaluable tool, that's for sure. We used to use it quite often, especially when we were trying to find otters. Because, you know, otters in the water, they're hard as hell to track. Like, they just disappear and then suddenly that's it. You have to excuse me, guys. I'm... Oop. Trying to make sure I don't die. Oh, I think that's the last one. We're gonna let that stego beat the hell out of that thing for a little bit. Because I need to be able to go ahead and look up at the sky. So, we'll just let this chill for a little while we, drag this stego around. Most of them are actually Japanese? Huh. Interesting. It's funny because, like, I'm not actually like an Ark streamer. I do play Ark, and I obviously play Ark a lot. I always tell people, like, when your favorite streamer is not streaming, you know, Ark, guess who's going to be? Because it's a 365-day challenge. I'm gonna be streaming Ark for a year. But it's always interesting. Like, ooh, these are way too close for my comfort. All right, give me a second, guys, and just need to make sure I don't die. But yeah, Japanese, very unexpected language for the streaming. Ooh, I should probably claim this thing too. That might be pretty important. All right, let me let these things get close, and I'll claim them here in a moment. I didn't think about claiming this. Wait, can I not claim this thing? Why though? Hold on. Let me put this away. Maybe that's the issue. I guess I can't claim it right now. Huh. Alright, interesting. Every time me and my cousin would try to drop the dinos, wouldn't drop the dinos, we accidentally hit the drop, and our gigas in the drop would destroy. Jeez. Huh. Ah, there we go. Can I now claim it? Can I claim it yet? Or am I just gonna... I guess it is what it is. A server. I don't think I've ever really had that issue with the drops and everything. Like, I think my only really big issue with the drops has been that occasionally... What do you mean by 365 days? Oh, so, what I'm doing is I am playing Ark for an entire year, every single day, for 365 days to see how far I can get in the game. What we're doing is we're going through every expansion, one by one. So we started off on the island. We are beating all the bosses in each difficulty, and everything that we have is... everything that we have and that we use has been caught or bred by us here on stream. So we started off on the island with nothing, and we have worked our way to extinction with everything that you currently see. Yeah, so when I say that we are really doing everything ourselves, I truly do mean it. We have done everything by ourselves here, and we will be playing every single day. We had some issues come up. We had a death in the family, and I mean I do have a tribe and everything. I play with one of my friends and also my girlfriend. But yeah, we had something come up in the family, so it kind of took us off schedule for a little bit, but I still managed to go and broadcast every day. But yeah, that's what we're doing here. We have fought our way over the past, closing in on 8 months, all the way here to extinction. Oh, please don't land on me, please don't land on me, please don't land on me. So not close. How would you rate your experience? I loved Aberration. Aberration was phenomenal. I loved the maps. I loved how challenging everything was. Aberration felt like an excellent expansion. Especially in comparison to some of the other expansions we've done so far. I would so far rate Scorched Earth as the lowest. It was rough. It was really tough. Aberration really got me angry. Like, in a way that I haven't been angry with at Ark since, like, the Islands. It was tough. I would say definitely hell. It was definitely rough, but I would give Aberration a solid 8.5 out of 10. The only reason I don't rate it higher isn't because of difficulty or stuff like that. It's just because there's some technical aspects to Aberration that I didn't necessarily like, that I felt could have been improved. But Aberration is by far one of my favorite expansions. You know, obviously I haven't gotten to Genesis 1. You know, we did the whole Genesis 2 thing for everybody else, but, you know, I haven't had the chance to really experience Gen 1, so that may become my favorite. Who knows? Oh, I was like, what the hell was that noise? Alright, let's put in the 3 levels here. Grab these hearts, grab this hide. Drop everything else. But yeah, I think I highly suggest for anybody who's ever like getting into Ark and they really like the game and they're looking for expansions. I tell them Scorched Earth really isn't that great. You won't feel like you're missing anything if you miss Scorched Earth. On the other hand, you will definitely feel the difference when you play Aberration. Like, Scorched Earth may not make you see much of a difference, but Aberration absolutely changes the entire game. There's a lot of great things that Aberration brings to the table. You know, like the Ravager is a good one. The Reaper, everybody's so hot for Shroud on the Reaper, and I've never felt like they were any big thing. I feel like the game would be just fine if I didn't have a Reaper, just as much as if I did. You know, I know everybody loves it, but I'm just like, meh. Is Big Dino. There are other big dinos. KDE. Transfer this. Drop the rest. Okay. Extinction is so far, it's, yeah, like Drakes, Reapers, Aberrant Creatures. Yeah, absolutely. Aberration has a lot that can be missed. Even with the restrictions on dinosaurs that you can bring in, I still think that Aberration is one of the best expansions. Extinction is my least recommended expansion, and it's not because it's a bad expansion. It's only because if you are new to the game, I do not recommend Extinction, because Extinction is definitely designed for people who are very well established in the game. You cannot come to Extinction as a Bob and expect to have a great experience. You possibly could get yourself a mana, you might enjoy yourself, but I really can't see people enjoying Extinction without having very established dinosaurs and stuff like that. Alright, Wyrens. I know. You know about, Egg Dragon. I don't know what you mean by Egg Dragon. Nope. Doesn't sound familiar to me. Alright, we will grab the hide here real quick. Grab the hearts. Drop everything else. Steel dragon egg and is gone in my backpack. Oh, okay, so I can tell you one of the big reasons why that happens. So a lot of times when you pick up a dragon egg, there's kind of an issue where a lot of people... Hey, Doorspeedy, it has been a while. There's an issue where a lot of people, like, leave those dragon eggs to sit there, and the problem is that those eggs are still on a timer. You know how, like, if you leave an egg out, it'll eventually disappear because it spoils? Well, the thing is that those dragon eggs, they're still technically on a spoil timer, even if they don't look like it. So those dragon eggs in the wild, as soon as they're laid... there's a spoil timer. So a lot of times people will go out there, they'll look for dragon eggs, they'll bring what they want back, and then they'll go ahead and pick up all of these eggs and they'll just leave them everywhere, right? And what that happens there is the eggs don't decay until they're picked up. So they'll just sit there. And then you try and go get one and you pick it up and instantly it disappears from your backpack because it's decayed. So you can blame some other player for picking it up and putting it back, or not picking it up at all, and the only thing left are these, like, low-level dragon eggs that are just going to decay the second you pick them up. So, yeah, I've experienced it quite a few times, so that's the only reason I know it is an issue. You know, just scream at people to pick up the dragon eggs. Or you'll have to sweep through, pick up all of the dragon eggs, and wait for new sets to be to get laid. All right, just stay there. Don't get attacked. Pew 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 pew. Alright, we'll start on this side, I suppose. You done? You done spawning? Cool. Alright, give me a second to make sure I don't miss anything here on the ground, so I'll check the chat in a few seconds. Hey, an unassembled mech. Too bad it looked like a garbage mech. Ooh, that scared the bejeezies out of me. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these gigas here and bag this boy up and then hop on back to the base. Go. Well, let me level this up real quick. Alright. So, I'm preparing to steal an ice wire and egg because it'll help me tame a lot of dinos by freezing them. Yeah, I hear they're pretty useful. I don't own one myself, but I mean, at some point I'd like to get one because they do look pretty cool. Let's see, Miss Being here in the chat. Hey, Jumped Up, I see you. I haven't gotten to you yet. Stand by. I miss being here in the chat, man. I don't know why. I don't ever get the notifications when you're live, even though I'm subscribed. We've had a little bit of issues here in the past, so, like, some of my streams have been shorter than usual. Because we've been handling stuff on our side, like, we had a death in the family, so we've been handling that over this past, like, weekend and everything else. And, I mean, I stream at the same time almost every day, maybe a little later, so after 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can find me here. You can always just, you know, go to my channel. Check it out. It's there regardless. I will be streaming every single day, even if it's just for like a minute. So, you know, just feel free to stop on by whenever. Also, hello, Jomtop. It is nice to see you. Sorry, I was just trying to make sure I got caught up on everything. Steam or Xbox, PvP or PvE? I am on PvE, and we are on PS5. 6 a.m. here now. Yep, because you're on the other side of the world there. sorry for the loss. I mean, it's you know, I'm handling as best I can. It was Luft's grandfather, so she's handling it as best she can as well. So, you know, I'm just here for her when she needs me. But yeah, PS5 PvE. Since I'm relatively new, I think we're going on like 8 months now for how long we've played the game. I didn't want to learn the game in PvP and everything. I just don't feel like it would be fun that way. So, we're kind of just, you know, playing it the way I feel it should be, which is the ultimate arc route. You know, going through everything, catching it all, doing it all yourself. Hold on, where the heck? Oh, okay, that guy's base is there. Just hasn't spawned in yet. Alright. Damn. So I have the PS4 Pro. I don't blame you, as it was very, very, very difficult for me to go ahead and get this thing. Completely by chance that we managed to get PS5s. I bought 2 of them. I don't have any game ideas. Unfortunately, I am. It has not been on the top of my stuff. You know, as you know, death in the family. So unfortunately, no game ideas. I once knew this person. He was like semi-new, and he built a pillar stone base in the wasteland. And me riding on my mana, I saw corrupted Dilo destroying it like 20 seconds before it was tumbling. Oh no! Yeah, those corrupted dinos, before the patch where they made them way weaker, those corrupted dinos were a force to be reckoned with. I hear they used to just destroy people's bases. And then they had to make it so that way they couldn't wreck through a lot of stuff. Because I know a lot of people were complaining that their bases were just completely getting annihilated by some, like, Dilo, just like you said, and they could do nothing about it. Alright, let me move Titan Eater over a little, so we can chuck this out. What do you mean can't fit? Okay, listen. I got plenty of room. Alright, we close? Yeah, that's close enough. You're watching while working? Okay. I try to keep things a little entertaining when I can, but usually it's pretty casual, so, you know, if you want to tune in when you want. If you can't, don't tune in. Like, it's no issue either way. It's okay. We're moving about as best we can. At this point, the only thing that we can do is remember them, and just continue to move forward. You know, that's all you really can do. Losses in the family are always hard to deal with. You know, your choices come down to how you handle it. You know, I'm very much remember a person's life that they lived rather than their death and everything. So I try and focus on how people lived and what they did and what they accomplished and everything else. So, you know, death to me is a very unfortunate and extremely sad event. But you know, when you look back at all the things that they've done in their life, it's a lot easier to go ahead and handle something like that. I really don't know what I'll do when like a lot of my really close family members pass and everything else like that. I honestly don't know how I'll handle it. Probably very poorly. I'll just probably be ugly crying all over the place and everything else. It was Lufkus's grandfather. So, you know, if she's on, show her the support, or, you know, send her something or whatever here. Yeah, she's handling it a lot harder. So I am just here for support as best I can. But yeah, we're doing all right. We went to a memorial over the weekend. We just got back in yesterday and everything. I'm trying to get back on a regular stream schedule and everything because obviously the channel has been put into a little bit of disarray here. So doing my best to try and just keep positive and keep neutral. But thank you guys for tuning in and everything. I know the schedule recently has been all over the place, so I'm just happy to see that there are people who are still tuning in regardless of what's been going on. Alright, G-Fighters, we will put this back. I'll move one... hold on. G-Fighters fridge so empty. 6-5... Oh, okay. It's the 5-7 that I have left here. When will you go to Gen 2? You get R gigas. You know, we'll get to Gen 2 after we finish Gen 1. We were doing Gen 2. Oh yeah. We'll have R gigas and stuff. So since we were helping out on Tuesdays with the other part of our tribe, we were helping them do Genesis stuff. We have a pretty nice base over there, and since they're working, I wasn't sure how long it was going to take us to get to Genesis, so I kind of assumed that we would get there last minute with, like, no time to spare. So helping out that base get established and everything else really helps us in the long run as well. Because if we get to the end and we're crunched for time and we've got a week, we'll rock in there, spend all of our time finishing off any missions that we need, and then we'll immediately go to do bosses and stuff. So yeah, it's helpful in the fact that since we already helped the Gen 2 base quite a bit, we'll be able to just walk in there and knock it out if we need to. But if not, we can spend some time playing Gen 2 and playing it the way it's meant to be and stuff like that. Okay, let's grab the poly real quick. Pull all that, grab any consumables. Let's grab this cementing paste. Need a lot of that. 84 hearts and the boa venom, yeah. I really have to find out how to customize drops. So that for servers and stuff like that, that would be pretty interesting. Yeah, I don't know a damn thing about like mods and customizations and stuff like that. I may eventually figure it out one day far off from now. But yeah, I think customized drops would be pretty cool. It would be really interesting if you could actually give people, like, since you're talking about custom drops, if you could actually give people dinosaurs in, like, a drop pod or something like that. That would be pretty cool, I think. Okay, so we have 500, 600, 700. So we're almost to the 750 that we need. Cool fact, there's rock drakes on Crystal Isles. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that there were griffins on Crystal Isles until we went there for the 300 sub special. Had no clue that was there. Okay, we'll grab the pearls here. There were a lot of pearls for no damn reason. Okay, drop those pearls. I do think Crystal Isles is a pretty cool expansion. I like how just pretty Crystal Isles is, to be honest. It's a really nice map. Quite beautiful.
Okay, we'll move this in here. Drop the pearls. Yeah, like in a red drop with a circle, Cryo, Anki, or PT. Yeah, see, that would be pretty cool to be able to do something like that. Imagine cracking something like that and suddenly you find like a Giga, so you don't have to go get one or something. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. Or putting like Gigas in underwater drops and stuff like that. Yeah, I would enjoy a game like that. I would enjoy a map where somebody had taken the time out of their day to put interesting stuff into those drops, not just your generic whatevers. Oh, too heavy. Probably... Let's just put this stone back. Metal foundations and pillars do not interest me. I need metal walls. Pretty sure there is over at Floating Islands. I would love to go ahead and see like somebody with a custom mod where it's a bunch of tiny islands and a whole bunch of water, where most of the map takes place in like giant water areas, and there's only like tiny places to build bases. So when people build bases, they either have to go ahead and put them in the air, or they have these very minimalist bases, and you have to like go sail from place to place to find a decent place to put your base at. I think that would be a really interesting map. And for any of you guys who are out there who, are good at that kind of stuff, there you go. Okay, that's grindable. This is keeping. That's a good keeper. Bronto saddle. I mean, I guess that's grindable. Justin, welcome back. How you doing? Ascendant Riot. That's a keeper. This is grindable. That's near. Whatever. Don't worry about that. Gas bag bladders. Don't need those. And we'll throw that into a grinder. So, fiber. There you are. Pirates. Yeah, something like that. I think it would be pretty cool. Can you imagine, like, it would be a map where water dinos truly did matter. You're starting out, and your raft really is going to be your big thing. So there would be a lot of people with a lot of water bases, rather than anything else. You'd have a lot of pipes and stuff you can work with. You'd really have to figure out a lot of people building underwater stuff or boat bases, or you'd have tiny little outposts where people would just put turrets on them just to go ahead and attack people who are on their way to one place to another. I mean, it would be an excellent and very fun PvP map, in my opinion. But, I'm not the PvP master here. Bronto saddles... Let's see what we need for Bronto. See where it breaks down to. Fiber hide and metal ingots. So, yeah. I mean, I don't need to worry about my Brontos. Break those down. Break that down. I guess we'll take those, and then put this into here. Okay, that sounds good. I don't know. Maybe I'll try my hand on it. I'm obviously not a great programmer, but I do know my way around some modeling software and stuff like that. So I might go ahead and give it a go. Stone walls we don't need anymore. Really don't. Sorry I haven't been in the streams. Finished Scorched. Aberration getting Drake eggs. Nice. No, that's pretty cool. You don't have to apologize or anything. Like I always keep telling people, show up when you can. There's nothing really tying anybody to the stream except for just myself. I'm the only one really required to be here. Alright, all those helmets are bad. Those boots are excellent, though. Oh, man, that armor. I do always love... There's an underwater mod map called Tiamat. Huh. That's pretty cool. I've never heard of that. Well, let me write it down, because I'm interested. I'll look it up after the stream. Underwater mod map Tiamat. Or Tiamat. You know, whichever way you pronounce it. Tiamat, Tiamat. Okay, so I'll just put the walls in here. Don't really need them. These can be put in here. Those will all be fed to the thing, because we don't need any of them. Okay, Crystal, when I take your egg, please don't kill me. But what? Why would it kill you? Listen, I don't know. The Crystal Wyron's the gentlest of. They're just gonna give you like a tiny bap on the nose. They're gonna look at you and they're like, boop, and they're gonna take your soul. That's all. It's nothing but a tiny little thing. You'll respawn. You'll be all right. I gotta say, yeah, Drake runs are always fun. Running away from all those big dinos, I loved it. It was very entertaining to like run away from big scary dinos. Oh, it's gonna sneeze here. Okay, let's see. That's worth keeping. 463, that might be worth keeping. This is definitely not. And 415 is probably also worth keeping. We'll have to compare the other stuff against what we've got, so... We have surprisingly quite a few blueprints. Okay, there we go. Yeah, like taking away my soul isn't anything. It's not. I mean, all it's going to do, it's going to pluck it out real quick. You know, you're not going to feel a thing. You know, you might feel your mortal body shake in the real world when your soul is plucked out of your avatar, but yeah, you'll be fine. I mean, oh, there it is. I guess the fertilizer must have given out. Damn. That's fine. I don't need to worry too much about it. The seed's in there. I'll fertilize it when I'm really ready. Got plenty of stuff in there. Oh no, did they all disappear? Oh no, or they're in the fertilized one. Okay. I was having a big worry right there for a moment. Okay, let's feed some of these dinos over here. I have to go down and feed the dimorphs at some point. I might as well go ahead and do it now. Don't really have much else going on, because I'll need to go outside to get some more hide. Anything else? No. All good. So what's the plan with the King Titan? It's still going to be about 2 weeks. But the plan with the King Titan, it's relatively simple. 156 gigas, we're going to be fighting we're going to fight the Gamma with just the Titans. We're going to pull out all of the gigas for the beta and fight the thing with the... or maybe I should only bring out like 50 or 70 of those. Take half for beta and then leave the other half for the alpha. Something like that. Hold on, what did I come... Oh, dimorphs. Yeah, so the plan is to go ahead and have those gigas. We're gonna tame the Titans right before we do it, so we have full use of the Titans when we need it. And that'll be it. That's what we'll go in with. Go in with the Titans and the gigas and hope for the best. I mean, that's, I guess, all we really can hope for, to be honest. Jesus, they are going to annihilate these meat stacks. Look at it go. Oh, it doesn't really seem to be going anymore. Okay, I guess they had their fill.
Okay, listen, I'm not trying to, like, waste element here. Jeez. There's this server I'm playing on. Their drops were insane. They had, like, every single kibble in a white drop with circle. Nice. She sounds pretty neat. Having all the kibble all at once so you can get it all together. I personally am just more of an exceptional kibble person. It's cool to have other kibbles and stuff. You know, there's only 2 kibbles really I think are worth making. Extraordinary is obviously good for taming, but really all you need is exceptional kibble and basic kibble. Basic kibble for dinos when you're doing a lot of like breeding and stuff like that, so they don't starve out. As like an emergency food source, and then your exceptional kibble just for imprinting. So I don't see the need for all the other kibbles. They're kind of a waste. Or you know, you can use exceptional kibble for all the lower tames, and you really all you need to do is have lemons handy. I think lemons are the hardest part of that whole thing. So your real only limit is how many lemon trees can you have planted or have active at a time. Oh, parachute birds. Alright, let's bag this up real quick. Head back out to the wasteland. Would look at that, my old base spot. I think they're always like, I definitely have gone back and taken a look at some of our old places. Like, obviously we still have the island, and can I ask you? It depends. Depends on what you're about to ask me. I am more than happy to answer questions depending on what you're asking me. Also, hello and welcome. I love purple. Oh my god. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Please help me to steal dragon eggs. I cannot help you steal dragon eggs. I'm sorry. There's not much I can do about it. I barely have enough time to go ahead and do the streams every single day. So it's not that I wouldn't help you. It's just that I really can't. Funny that you were asking that, because it looks like we have a bunch of people in the chat who are all about stealing dragon eggs today. So you are not the first person stealing dragon eggs that has come into the chat today. So what are you having issues with? Yeah, otters are amazing. I love the otters. What are you having issues with like the dragon eggs? Like, are you like talking Crystal Isles, or are you talking like the ice dragons? Because I've never dealt with the ice dragons. But like, what is your issue with the stealing of the eggs? Are you getting caught by the dragons? Like, are you not able to outrun them? Are you having trouble snatching them? I might be able to provide some advice. Oh, look at this. We've got a dictator in the chat. Kim Jong, I see you. Welcome to the channel. How you doing? Oh my god, I just realized the hentai potential of the name. King John. I feel so dumb. You Russian? No, I am not Russian. I don't know what you mean. There is not Russian about me. I am not big Rush. I'm not the big red. No big bear here. I'm not drinking the vodka. No accent. No none of that. We are not any of that Putin here. No, you are barking up wrong Devochka here. Nope, no Russians here. Oh, hey, this is a nice looking pool of water. Good. Good? What do you mean, good? What kind of question is that? You Russian good? Oh, no. Are you racist? Are you racist? Is that what's happening right here? You're coming into my chat and being like, hey, are you Russian? And I'm over here like, nah, I ain't Russian. You're like, well, good. What kind of a cock are you coming in here with? Is that how it's gonna be? Look, because me and Putin, we go absolutely nowhere, because I don't know the dude. So I ain't gonna nothing. You do you, boo. Just beware that the internet, they always remember. Alright, let's, hey, some corrupted hearts I could do with that. Don't be racist, guys. Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba. I actually, it's funny because I used to have like a little banner on the bottom of my thing that said, don't do drugs, kids. You know, like those old 1980s arcade boxes when you would like get on there and they would have the big symbol of like the FD and they'd be like, don't do drugs. Like that was gonna fucking stop anybody. Look, if they're in the arcade, they clearly don't even have fucking money for drugs. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's like a big joke amongst the like the Magic the Gathering community that if you want your kids to never have money for drugs, just teach them how to go ahead and play Magic because they'll be too broke buying cardboard rectangles to fucking buy drugs. So you know, if you don't want your kids to be racist, you know, just teach them how to run. Teach them how to run. They'll be fine. You know, if they're racing all the time, they won't have time to be racist because they'll be racing instead. Right? Problem solved. Alright. Let's see. Do we got any drops anywhere near here? Good point. Yeah, see? It's simple, just teach kids to run, no problem. That's why people come here, to solve all the world's issues. People come to the stream for, you know, worldly advice. You know, like if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, find yourself an ugly wife. I mean, just find somebody you love. You know, don't worry about what they look like. You know, at the end of the day, you're going to be stuck with that person's personality, not with their looks. So you want to make sure that whoever you end up with is going to be somebody that you can tolerate sitting at the kitchen table, you know, yelling about how your toast is overcooked or some shit. So, taking the egg, but it's gone in my inventory. Okay, so this is the second time somebody's come in with this. So, what is happening is if the egg is disappearing from your inventory, then you are dealing with old eggs. So, just like, you know how when eggs can sit on the ground and if an egg will eventually disappear because its health will disappear or its timer or something, and the egg's going to disappear, right? Well, you have old eggs. Drakes aren't on Crystal Isle. Debunked. Huh. Once again, I had no idea. I haven't spent enough time on Crystal Isle, so I just had to kind of take you guys' words for it when you tell me stuff. But you're dealing with old eggs is the problem right now. So your Drake egg has been sitting there for too long, or somebody picked it up and threw it out and didn't bother to just eat it or whatever to get rid of it. and now you are picking up an egg. It's instantly disappearing because the timer's gone or it doesn't have any health. And, yeah. The only thing you can do is wait for a new egg to be laid, and it sounds like it's old eggs, so... Alright, because of this old server I used to play on. Ah, okay. But that's the only thing I can imagine being the case. I unfortunately can't really... If the eggs are disappearing in your inventory, like, I'm not sure what makes you think they wouldn't disappear from mine either way, even if I could. But I am willing to bet that, you know, you're just running into old eggs, and that's what's causing them to disappear. A lot of times after, like, big events or stuff like that, or when a lot of people are going through with the Deinonychus eggs... Oh. So like, I have no idea, because I have one Deinonychus, but I don't really have it. It's Luft's Deinonychus. So, like, do you have to go, like, snatch their eggs to get them? Or I thought that you had to tame feather raptors. I didn't realize that they were a thing you had to, like, go snatch, like drakes. You sound smarter than other kids. That is because I am not a kid, and I am a 32-year-old adult. And thus, I am not just a child. I know I sound super young, but I'm 32. Not kid. So, I'm flattered that you think that I sound so young. I also look super young, so even if I did show my face on the camera, which, you know... It's not like I have a problem. You can go check my videos. I've shown my face before on my channel, but yeah. You know, you have to get the eggs. Huh. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I might go, oh damn. It's no issue. A lot of people come in here with that. My channel's an 18+ channel, but I always tell people, like, I don't really give a damn how old you are. You respect me, I respect you. You respect everybody else. Like, it's fine. Like... Just don't complain if I'm over here, you know, dropping F-bombs left and right, because I got that little check mark that says, you know, don't be child. But personally, I don't give a fuck. As long as you're fine with me, I'm okay with you. Alright, I'm gonna make sure I don't go crossing any lines here, so... Let me take a look quick, see at my map. Oh, we're all good. Great. I have a base. Oh, it must be some base underground. Okay. But yeah, that's why I always tell people, like, if they have questions, obviously, I'm not a kid. I got a lot of life experience and shit. So if they ever have questions about stuff, you know, feel free to ask. I may actually know about it. It's dangerous in the air. The Deinonychus can pounce even more dangerous on foot. Yeah, I heard that they have that nasty little pouncing thing. I hear they're just excellent dinos in general. And a lot of people praise them, so... You know, I would be more than happy to go get one of those things at some point. Alright, let's keep hide farming while we're looking for drops. I'm betting there's a drop over in the sulfur fields. I'm just really not prepared to go out there, so we're gonna head towards the ice biomes and such. I'd love to go up north to collect hearts, but I just don't really want to go collect hearts right now. It's really boring. I mean, just as boring as collecting hides, so... But it's a necessary part of getting ready for the King Titan. I have a mind wipe tonic that's kind of on a timer to let me know when I should be doing everything, so if nobody pops up to go ahead and make the saddles, I'll just make it myself. Crafting bonus will just chill there afterwards. Hey, Shadow Eagle, welcome back. How you doing? I'm actually here for, this is hilarious. See, we're trying to go after that single dodo. Y'all think you're gonna be able to split that dodo in half? Oh, goodness. Corrupted dinos, you so funny. I'm doing alright. You know, considering the circumstances and everything, I'm doing the best that I can. But like I said, it's not so much affecting me as it is affecting Luft, so I am just here for moral support. Otherwise, I am trying to get back on a regular stream schedule. I know my stream schedule has been a bit wonky and everything because obviously I've had other stuff going on. So haven't really been able to go ahead and put as much effort into the stream as I'd like. But we're trying to get back on a regular stream schedule. Okay, let's, You're crazy. What do you mean you're crazy? There's basically Drake's 1.5, but there's a unique... They don't take fall. Every time you get attack, you get a bleed effect, and it stacks on wild dinos you attack. No, shit, that's super cool. That would explain why, your stream schedule is my dad. Yeah, is my bad. Yeah, I got you. Nah, it's okay. I know my stream schedule's been a little bit wonky, but we're trying to get back on it. We're gonna get back to our regular, like, 5 or 6 someday. I work for a U.S. company. Okay, that's pretty cool. I assume you're doing, like, remote work and stuff like that. Oh, look, it's pretty easy to get me to laugh. I am not hard. I can hold a straight face all day long, but if I don't feel like suppressing, yeah, I laugh pretty well. I do like jokes and stuff like that. You know, I hate practical, like, I hate pranks, but I like jokes. Oh, no. Yeah, they have a pack buff. Yeah, with the pack buff and everything, there's just, they seem like completely nanner bossers. Like, you just walk in there with a group of them, and you're just like, alright, it's time to duel. Just looking at the monster, you're like, your life is forfeit, it's time to do, and then just suddenly unleash a whole bunch of these things, and they don't know what to do, and then they're dead. It's me, 100%. Oh. Man, this thing's nice. You know what I'm always, like, slightly bothered by? There's never any Pelagornis, like, anywhere. Like, outside of the island, the Pelagornis is, like, a non-existent creature. I would love to see, like, so on that map that I was talking about earlier, we were talking about, like, different maps and stuff, and I was saying how, like, I would be really intrigued to see a map where it's, like, only a tiny dotted islands and stuff everywhere. Pretty sure someone nicknamed him Boss Killer. I can see that. I've seen all kinds of fights with them, especially Gen 2. I haven't seen a Pelagornis in Gen 2. Listen, if there are Pelagornis in Gen 2, I'm going to go find them. I'm going to get a couple of Pelagornis, and I'm just going to be breeding them left and right, and I'm going to fill up everything with fucking Pelagornises. Yeah, I think they're just such a useless creature, but I think they're fucking hilarious for people who actually keep them around. But yeah, so we were talking about maps earlier, and I would like to see, like, a full water map where the majority of the map is just a bunch of giant oceans and stuff, and, like, you have a roaming Modor boss. Even Satan fears what he created. So damn fast in the water. Look, I really enjoy the fact that you can fish from a Pelagornis. I think that's really their only saving grace. I think that's really their only purpose, honestly, but yeah, just an entire water map. You know, you got islands here and there dotted all over the place. You know, just big enough to make a very small base or you know, build like a tiny little pillar and stuff like that. And But the majority of your water area would just be, the majority of your map would just be a whole bunch of water, so people had to rely on underwater bases and Tusos and Mosos and like Plessies and all kinds of stuff like that. And you have a Modor boss that just kind of roams around, so you have to be careful not to accidentally run into that thing. Have you ever played Ark Mobile? I have not. I've actually mentioned it a couple times that the only reason I wouldn't play Ark Mobile is because, like, I don't want to get off of Ark to go play Ark. You know, usually when I'm on stream, I'm on stream. That's kind of just how it is. You know, when I'm doing stuff on Ark, I try and give Ark my full undivided attention if I can help it. That sounds like a cool map. Please, please, please don't play it. I won't. It's just because I wouldn't want to. It just wouldn't be my kind of thing, that's all. Or Crash. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, I think it would be a pretty cool map. Like, it would basically, if it were a PvP map, I think that'd be interesting. A lot of underwater PvP would be pretty cool. I think that it'd be pretty interesting to see how many people would, like, put turrets on random bases in the middle of nowhere. So, like, any passing raft or anybody passing by on their, like, on their Pelagornuses, because I would make sure that the Pelagornus is, like, the only flyer that you can use, which would piss a lot of people off. But I would make fishing a little more, I'd make fishing a little more lucrative, so you could find all kinds of stuff in fish. But only on stream. Timeout's like 60% water, 40 land. See, that would be pretty cool. I would make it something like, you know, like an 80-20 split, that literally almost every part of it would be underwater, with, like, tiny dotted islands all over the place. And there would only be one, like, central island where you could get stuff. Ads everywhere. No, you don't have to worry. You can curse all you want. You know, that's why the channel is here. So, you know, feel free to curse to your heart's content. Just don't spam. Yeah, that doesn't... It's only on Steam. That does sound pretty cool, though. Like, I like underwater maps. I've always been a person who's enjoyed underwater, like, combat or things like that. I'd love to see an MMO that's underwater. How do you feel about Lost Island? I actually don't know how to feel about Lost Island. I've seen it. I mean, it looks like a map. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really see anything unique coming out of it aside from, you know, the icy hot Bronto. That's the only thing I can see being anywhere remotely interesting about it. Just like any other map. I was gonna go ahead and submit my thing for the contest, but that's already well past done. But I personally would have submitted a shoulder pet that is both useful in PvE and PvP. It would be like a little mosquito that you could send after things, and it would bite them, and you would be able to go ahead, as long as you had blood packs inside your mosquito, you could incubate diseases and stuff. So when it bites somebody, they're inflicted with the disease. So yeah, it's not a Bronto. It's just some new sauropod thing. I just call it an icy hot Bronto because it's a temperature based Bronto, so it has the ability to do like ice and cold stuff. It's definitely in like the records and the actual dino records. I think it was an actual dinosaur, but there'll be issue of land resources if you reduce more land. Yeah, and that's kind of the point. Like, things like metal and oil would all be gotten underwater. So, you know, you'd have to go underwater if you're going to get those kind of resources. You know, you'd probably have to go into like shallows and stuff. But you wouldn't really be able to there'd be a central island with some shallows and stuff that everybody could start out on, but mainly it would be all water. Obviously, you wouldn't have bees, so that I guess that would be only your real drawback is not being able to get honey. But you know, on the islands you have small stuff like maybe some wood here or there. So you'd have to travel from island to island trying to get some wood and stuff like that. So I can see there being some issues with land resources, but that's easily resolved with like underwater drops or things like that. Just put your more common land resources inside of drops. That way people have to go farming the oceans looking for things like that. Make it so that drops can always land on tiny islands. So a lot of people will, we're not going to do that. As much as I am interested in hitting an element thing, not going to be doing element veins right now. I think that's a pretty big one too. Let somebody else get it. You're describing the map of Atlas? Oh, am I? I have no idea. Oh, hey! Hey there, Giga. I see that you're here. Please come with me. Let's get near that guy's base that's at the bottom because he's an asshole and he built on the Sarco place. Let's go this way. Come with me. Let's go ahead and let's go see this guy's base because he's an asshole and he built at the bottom. Oh. Listen. Listen here, corrupted Giga. I need you to come with me. No. If he's gonna build on the Sarco spawn spots, I'm gonna pull this Giga to him. Hopefully he will learn a valuable lesson. I really don't want this Giga to die, but that's okay. I don't think that I'll cry, because I just want this thing to be right here. Please. No. Come with me, Giga. There we go. We'll just rotate out for a new Giga here. I mean, I do have quite a few of them, so... Yeah, that thing. That thing, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know what it was called. Alright, we're gonna quickly see if I can get over this thing. There we go. Alright, we're gonna bag this up and get the fuck out of here. Just walk right into this guy's base. Alright, we'll just leave that there. I mean, the guy's offline. It's not like anything's going to happen to his base. Atlas map is 4,500 stats times big than island map, and all water with small islands. Huh, that's pretty cool. That does sound actually pretty cool. Okay, we'll put this up, and then we will put this one down. Kind of want the Serato to win. Really don't want it to be the size of a Carno. I want it to be the size of an Aloe. So what is the... are those Megalonias? No shit, I had no idea they were on this map. Huh. I had no clue they were here. Okay. Cool beans, good to know. So the Serato, is that... I didn't really get to, like, look at all the other people's stuff and everything. Is the Serato like the war baboon? Who is this? Who are you? Fallen Phoenix? I have no idea who you guys are. Hour. Guys, I got raided by corrupted gigas. Listen, I have done a very good job of following the rules. Obviously there is no offline damage, so he also literally built on top of the Sarco spawn. So it's pretty much freaking impossible for anybody to get Sarco skins without going deep into the desert. So I really don't feel that bad. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, nope, we are not gonna do that. We are gonna not do that one. I'm gonna come on over here and drop my ass in the desert. Hey, welcome Classic Joe, how you doing? Alright, let's bag up the bird. Again, and continue on our merry way. It's the dino with one horn on its head. Okay, I'll have to take a look. I don't actually know what you're talking about. Oh, let me look it up right now so I can know what the hell we're talking about. Doing as best I can. Thanks for asking. Serato Arc. Taming the new armored Ceratosaur. Oh, is that the one that came in, like, the Jurassic Park expansion that was in the previously one? You go back to school on August 16th. Oh, let's go not check that one out, because as much as I want to do it, it's out in the sulfur fields. You excited to be going back to school? Listen, y'all guys may not be very excited, but I am always excited to, like... Look, if you gave me the opportunity to go back to school, hell yeah. No problem, I'll do that for 8 hours a day. Two, three. Okay, yeah, then I know what you're talking about. I've seen a couple things here or there about it, but I didn't know that if it was the same thing or not. So, that'd be interesting. I wonder how they're going to go ahead and go about instituting all of that. The angry Carno. No, school sucks. They have to listen to an adult for 8 hours. I mean, you literally have to listen to an adult when you go home. Man, it's not too bad, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm weird. I like learning shit that I didn't know. So, I'd much prefer if, schools gave you the opportunity to learn things that you actually cared about, because I think it would be better if we had people who specialized in certain things that they felt were better. Your master craftsmen weren't just regular people. Your master craftsmen are people who've spent their lifetimes or previous generations who have passed on their ideas and, skills and stuff like that to become who they are. Wait, was that a bag? Wait, do scouts drop boxes? No shit, I didn't know that. Okay, it's probably that over there. Probably sulfur. Yep, somebody already grabbed it. Alright, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Hate school and in my childhood. Like I said, I'm weird. I really liked school. Yeah, school sucks because, you know, between bullies and people dealing with people you don't want to and all kinds of shit, there's a lot of bad things about school. But I do kind of miss school because I miss being able to hang out with other people and friends and be able to talk and go do things and not have to worry about bills and shit. Like, I think that's the thing that I miss most, is not having to worry about bills. Oh, that's definitely a flyer. Alright, let's, can't really head through that way. Sulfur fields are a bad option, but I don't really have a choice but to kind of cross through some of them. Man, these sulfur fields take up such a huge portion of this area, too. Alright, let's stick to the wall. I don't want to go deep into the sulfur fields, regardless of what's out there. Actually, let's see about going inside. This must have been back in the day when corrupted dinos were going all kinds of crazy. Alright, let's kind of cut our way through here, and then we'll just turn left. Did they build this whole place in? They sure the hell did. Cool, I guess. I mean, they're obviously still active. Oh, it's Dream Thieves' main base. Okay. Wow, that's... Yeah, that's a lot of gasoline. That's also a lot of troughs. These guys must have been the main builders in this area beforehand. I think I've seen that before. I feel like they've expanded a little bit. Is this open, or... Yes, completely closed this in. Completely closed it in. I guess I will grab the stuff off of my Giga, bag it up, and then fly on over. That's not what I wanted to do. But I guess I'll do that. That sounds fine. Remember when I traded you obsidian for gas? I had to fly across the map of my RG, but it was worth it. Hey, you know, it definitely did the job. I'm glad that it was easy for both of us to help each other there. You know, I was constantly in need of poly back then, so any single source of obsidian or poly was extremely useful. Alright, I don't think anybody's gonna have built into this area, so Okay, head back out. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can get enough hide to fill up everything here soon. I'm thinking that because it's just me, and it's probably just going to be me for a while, I might end up just going into, going out and doing a lot of that stuff myself. Maybe go back into the meat cave back and forth rather than going out into the wasteland. I know the wasteland is a little more interesting and varied and stuff like that, so you guys don't have to see the same stuff again and again for hours on end. But at the same time, it's kind of difficult to do everything here on my own. Oh, there's lag. Okay. Hush. Oh, probably a lot of good hide there. Ooh. That is gorgeous looking. People do have some pretty nice looking Wyrens around here. I'll give them that. Listen, Bronto, don't you dare fucking swing your tail at me again. Turn you into a purse. I'm really just curious, what the fuck happened to the moon? You play horror games? I actually really enjoy horror games. But I haven't seen one that scared me in a while. So, you know, I like horror games, but just never really found one that's gotten me. So yeah, there's a lot of horror games. If you got a good one, I also have a VR setup as well. So if you're recommending anything in VR, I can also get to that as well. Oh, hey, there we go. That's a drop. Now, what kind of drop are you? Yeah, the new Resident Evils I think are pretty good, but I don't really feel like they're horror as much as they are, you know, now as they were back then. But also, like back when you had things like Resident Evil 1, you're talking about a genre-defying or a genre like setting game. You know, one that forced you to work with tank tread movement speed. You know. But no time to play. I get it, you know. With the full-time job and everything else, it is difficult to make time. So I 100% like understand that. I don't have too much time for a lot of stuff in my life, so I try and make time when I can. But when you're talking about things like Resident Evil 1, yeah, great game. I mean, it defined the genre of what horror was at the time. You know, it really made people scared. You know, tank treads, limited ammo, having to go ahead and look around and save with things like ink ribbons and stuff. you know, only being able to save X number of times because, oh god, I can only save 3 times because I only have 3 ink ribbons in my inventory. That's scary. Or knowing that you have to go through the entire game with a clip of ammo because, you know, you couldn't find anything, and there's these super big mega zombos that just pop out of nowhere and you're gonna have to deal with them. That's scary. Oh, 1 second, guys. So I watch horror movies and TV series while working. I think horror is okay. I'll tell you, like, when I first saw Ring scared the shit out of me. I think Ring's a pretty good horror movie, despite the premise and everything. I think it's, you know, Japanese horrors are always pretty good. This Carno and this PT in a fight to the death. They're both dead now. But yeah, so I don't really find a lot of horror movies and TV shows to be that scary, honestly. Like Great Wall and more. Huh. I like documentaries. I think I am more about depressing movies. I have this thing that I call the wrist slitter list, which is an accumulation of all, like, the saddest movies and stuff that I've found. I really enjoy watching really sad movies. Don't ask me why. It just speaks to me. But, yeah. The Exorcist TV series is a good one. Huh, I didn't even know they made a TV series. Yeah, the stairs in the actual movie of The Exorcist are located in DC. The stairs where that famous, like, spider crab walk down the stairs is taken at are actually in DC. Nothing. Let's see. Let me think. What's a good... I think They was probably a movie that scared the hell out of me. Even to this day, I may go see if I can find They to show Luft and see if she thinks it's as scary as I remember it being. I thought the first It was pretty good. I wouldn't say it was scary, but I really liked the portrayal that they did. Let's see. From Dusk Till Dawn was my first horror movie. I wouldn't even say it was a horror movie. Also, you knocked over the can. I don't know if there was anything in it. No, okay. I just want to make sure there was nothing in it. Ah. Great Wall go burr. Let's see. What's a good horror movie? I think The Exorcist has gotten, the older I've gotten, the scarier The Exorcist becomes. Because when I was a kid, I used to laugh at it. And as I got older, you know, it wasn't so much the idea of demonic possession, but the inability to control yourself and something overtaking you where you don't have control became a lot scarier. There's this really good one that I got to see, and it was a Japanese horror. I can't remember the name or anything of it. They did end up making an American adaptation, which I thought was actually just as good as the Japanese one. No, it's not The Grudge. It dealt with two twin sisters. No, it's not The Shining. Shining is a Stephen King book. Not a Japanese movie that was made into an American one. Grudge series is scary. Never seen that either. But it dealt with these, like, twins and everything. And I can't remember too much of the premise, but I think, like, the thing was that this mom, she had twins. And the whole movie, it shows you both of the twins, but you have no idea that one of the twins is actually dead the entire time. But she's constantly seeing both of the twins doing stuff. So it was a pretty good one. Yeah, Tale of Two Sisters, that's it. That's the one. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. I think that was pretty good. Or I think that was the premise. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. But I thought that was an excellent horror movie when I first saw it. I'll definitely have to go back and watch it to see if I'm, like, remembering it wrong or something. But I thought that was a good one. Let's see. There's a couple of really good ones. But none that I can think of off the top of my head. I do think one of the most depressing movies I've ever seen was Requiem for a Dream. Yeah, that movie just makes you feel bad about yourself and life and everyone around you after you watch it. Like, there's just no good ending to that movie. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you get to stream it if you want. You must watch The Grudge. It's the Japanese, and they have a horror Hollywood version of the movie. I'm not so much big on the horror movies, on the Jap or the English versions. I thought The Grudge was a good movie. I really like Japanese horror. They have some pretty novel horror ones out there. I do like Japanese horror comedies. I think those are hilarious. Like Versus. Have you watched Great Wall? It sounds familiar. I might have, but... Hold on. Let me... Great Wall. If you tell me a little bit of what it's about, I can tell you whether I've watched it or not. Oh, what the heck? T-Rex? Or Trike? Come on, running at me. Like he owns the joint. I do like a lot of Japanese horror. The Japanese horror comedies, like Versus is pretty good. Versus is meant to be like a horror movie where it's like zombies and stuff like that, but it just turns out to be just one giant fucking comedy. But it's considered like such a good movie. And I can understand why, because it's a bad good movie. Alright, I have to go later. Alright, we will catch you later, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to tune in. Is this deep water? It probably is. Giga go swim. Giga legs go brrr. Oh, in here? Hide. I've literally did hide. I did a drop, but that was about it. Currently watching a horror comedy Korean series called Let's Fight Ghosts. That sounds really funny. Is it? Because if it is, I love like comedy horror, things like that. Yeah, but I think that would be okay, but you know. I never watch any of the K-dramas that you put on just because I grew up watching a lot of Korean films.
What?
And...
No, because anytime I put it on, you're like, oh, so what happened? What's going on with this? And then anytime it's over, you're watching it.
I would never... No. Yeah, very funny. Alright, yeah, I'll add it to the list. I'm always looking for good things to watch, because I put a lot of things on in the background when I'm doing other stuff. Because I'd like to go ahead and... I like multitasking. I'm not very good at it, but... I do like multitasking. So, like... People hate watching, like, anime with me. because I have this bad tendency to like fast forward through dead space in anime. So like whenever there's a pause and they're just looking at scenery, I'm like, nope, skip. So I turn like a 20-minute anime into like a 10-minute series. Like a 20-minute episode goes in like anywhere between 8 to 10 minutes. Just because... Sorry, I thought I heard like some battle music or something. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I definitely have done a really good job of not putting on my music here, so Sony doesn't try and keep trying to come after me again and again and again, just for listening to the music that they put in the damn game. I don't see this thing anywhere, so... Alright. You what? Okay. Alright, I understand. I mean, you could always put it on your thing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Oh, on the reality? Alright, come on, lag. Let me through. Lag has not been too bad, and I think it's because of all the everything pretty much being over.
Yeah, well,
So... every 75 or 65, those monsters called Tio Tai. These monsters. Tio Tai. You know what I think would be an interesting series? Like, a show about bridge trolls. Like, it follows their everyday lives while, you know, the world around them is expanding and everything else, and they're bridge trolls, right? So they have to constantly figure out ways to go ahead and try and profit from the fact that now there are things like superhighways and stuff. So... trolls are actually behind all the road tolls, so they had to modernize in order to go ahead and keep up with everything that was going on. So, you know, they started out under the random bridges, and over the ages, you know, they've had to go ahead and change. When the automobile came in, you know, they were like, shit, how do we go ahead and get tolls out of people? I don't know, why don't we go ahead and make a way to catch them? They're going too fast. What, like a moving toll booth? No, like a person who comes up and tells them they're going too fast and then tells them they have to pay this toll. Oh, so you mean like a guy wearing a special suit that also drives one of these... That's what I was saying. So you have all these trolls who came up with the idea of creating all these fines and stuff. It's wrong, I just don't know how to spell it. No, it's okay, I'll check it out. Great Wall. It sounds interesting. I'm always, if you guys ever have suggestions for stuff, I can't always guarantee that I'll watch everything, but I will definitely write it down to put it on a list of things that one day may get watched. Yeah, I think that would be pretty funny. Bridge trolls through the ages or something like that. You know, they create the police because they're trying to get tolls out of people going too fast, and, you know, they create property tax because if it's not a bridge, it should be taxed. Politicians are bridge trolls, that's it. Then, you know, the United Nations is just one giant conglomeration of trolls where they all get together to, like, talk about international tolls and treaties. That's why nothing ever gets done unless it has to deal with trade tariffs. That would be hilarious. Alright, let's bunked. She gonna get the big bunk. Great Wall I watched, I think, had scary creatures. We were actually just talking about, just the other day, like, so maybe you guys know it. And we have two things, because I distinctly remember it being a different movie, and she distinctly remembers it being a different movie. The advertising creatures.
It's because those are two different movies.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say, is, like, I can't remember what both...
They're advertising. It has to do with the human race being brainwashed. Like, or he's living amongst these creatures or something. You get those sunglasses and you put those sunglasses on, and all these adverts and, you know, commercials, so they just say obey, and then that's it.
Right.
And that's the only part of that movie I remember is the obey. And then having, like, when
Okay.
he puts it on, you can see their faces too.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like got sticky brain things on the top, and they're like almost like skinless faces.
Hold on 1 second, let me take a look. Hold on, let's see. Horror movie about advertising.
Obey movie.
If I type in obey, it comes up with They Live. So.
Obey sunglasses movie. Because the sunglasses are the big part of that movie.
Hold on. Obey Sunglasses movie.
Yeah, it's whatever this movie is right here.
Yeah, it's called They Live.
Yeah, then that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think we're... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're thinking of two completely different movies here. But the one that I'm trying to think of is, like, movie where advertisements are aliens. No, not Independence Day. Aliens are controlling people. Huh. I'll have to find it. I know that I've seen it before, and I know it was like this big thing where like there were all these signs and everything, and people were like attached to certain brands, but it wasn't that they were attached to these brands, that like there were these creatures that were like attached to the advertisements with like, when they subscribed to a certain brand, they had like a funnel stuck to the back of them, and they were like getting all like their life force and shit sucked out of them because they were specific like brands were different creatures. I don't know, something like that. I'll have to really take a look. And we're going the right way? Yeah, we're going the right way. See exactly what it was. But that was a movie that I'd like to go ahead and watch again. I think it did a pretty good job of oh, it's right over there. I don't want to go ahead and do that one. That's a movie that I'd like to go ahead and check out again. I'll see if I can find it, and then I'll post it in like the comments or something like that, for anybody who's still interested in taking a look and seeing what it is. Yeah, today's topic has been movies and why are people's eggs disappearing.
Oh.
So you remember back on Aberration, right? When we would pick up an egg and there were eggs literally everywhere, right? And we would pick them up and they'd instantly decay, right? People have been going up to pick up dragon eggs and they have been just instantly disappearing from their inventory. And I am betting it's the exact same thing.
Yeah, probably.
That so many people just left all these eggs and everything everywhere.
Sitting there for too long.
Yeah, or they've been sitting there too long because of all the stuff that's been going on, and you know, the eggs are just poofing because, yeah, because of the soil timer. It's pretty unfortunate, but especially because that's an easily navigable issue. Just fucking eat your egg. Just have somebody eat the egg instead of letting it sit there. Just eat your egg if you're not going to take it. That way the egg comes back.
And it's just them spoiling from spawning.
Yeah.
Don't have the spoil from
Which,
until someone picks them up.
yeah, but that's what's happening is some of the eggs are spoiling in the nests because they've just been sitting there for so long. So that's been an issue as well. Alright, let's, I fed your Dimorphs, by the way. So, that guy must still be going around. Alright, let's... back to base here.
What do you do? Did you take her before you started? Mm-hmm. What time was that?
4 something is when she last went. So not too long after you left.
It was after 5.
When you left?
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever you left is, when I took her. Alright, let me go ahead and park the RG back up here. Real quick. Yeah, so for any of you guys who are new to the channel, hit a like and subscribe if you like what we're doing. We're going to be doing this for another 161 days. It is very hard to think that we have been doing this for so long, and we're definitely under the halfway mark here. So very exciting to see that. Hopefully we'll be getting a lot of this stuff done soon. I'm not sure if we're going to be... I'm not sure if we're going to have Z crafting saddles or if it's going to be me crafting saddles, because I haven't really heard otherwise. So, yeah, hopefully we'll be able to go ahead and get back on our regular stream schedules. I mean, this should be the start of regular stream schedules again. So we'll work on it from here. But, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it up for the night. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll try and get back to regular here, starting again shortly. So I will catch you all again tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great night.